welcome back to KG Simple Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing these 3 different Sifene cold press slow masticating juicers. So like I said, all of these are slow masticating cold press juicers, which is really awesome because the huge benefit of using a cold press slow masticating juicer is that the juice is going to hold on to that nutrients for a lot longer than a centrifugal juicer, which is always a plus when you are using up your good fruits and vegetables. You want to make them last as long as possible, which means you can actually juice these up to 3 days ahead of time and put them in your fridge. I'm just going to go over a general overview of some of the good things about each of these individual juicers, and then we're going to actually test out each of these juicers so we can see kind of how they work and how they handle some different fruits and vegetables. So first of all, this model 3007, this one is more of their base model and it's kind of their surefire cold press juicer. So this has this fine mesh filter in here. It has this nice auger. It comes apart really easily. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not super heavy, which is great. And then we have this model 3301. I'm just gonna pick it up here. So this is a lot more of a condensed model and it actually has some really neat new features. You can see this dual feeding design right here where you can actually push down your fruits and vegetables right here as you're feeding them in this slot right here. And then this also does have a new feature where you can actually open this little section up so that you can keep your juice rotating in here as you're juicing and then open it up at the very end just so it doesn't have as much time to separate, which is nice. I feel like a huge benefit of this one is that it's going to take a lot less counter space. So if you do have a smaller kitchen area or less space to work with, I feel like this is a really great option. So lastly, this is model 3101, and this one is the largest of all 3 models, but it does have a larger motor, which is really nice also. This one has the hard and soft settings on here, which is nice. This does have that same dual feeding design right here where you can push down your fruits and vegetables as you're feeding them in, and this does have a 3-inch fruit and vegetable chute on top. That means you can put something like a whole peeled orange or a whole cored apple or something like that, which makes the juicing process a lot easier. This one, just being larger, it does have a larger auger, which is nice as well. This does have that same feature as the smaller one, where you can actually keep the juice rotating in here and then you can just open it up at the end so the juice doesn't have as much time to separate as well. So each of these do come with a user manual as well as a recipe guide and a little cleaning brush, which is really handy. I'm gonna go ahead and start out with model 3007 and we're just going to juice some fruits and vegetables. I have some different plates laid out with the exact same amount of fruits and vegetables on each of the plates for each of these 3 different juicers. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. So one of the great things about this particular juicer is that it's going to make less noise than some other juicer and it's still going to yield a lot of juice. This one is 150 watts. It does have a high torque motor, but it does have the slow speed to extract the most juice with the least amount of noise. This one does have a reverse function and then it has 2 speeds, and one is for soft fruits and vegetables and one is for hard fruits and vegetables. The reverse option here is going to be great for if anything happens to get stuck, you can just put it on reverse so it can easily unclog itself. And I just want to show you before I actually use this that all of these parts do remove really easily. Everything is dishwasher safe, which makes it really nice. There is this little red button right here, so you're just going to push down on this red button because it's a little safety feature, so you can't take this out without pushing down on that, which is great. So you're going to push down on that red button and you're going to twist it and pull it out, and then you can disassemble all of these pieces. So I'll just kind of show you all these pieces really quick. And all of these pieces rinse out really nicely. I honestly like this design just because it is so simple. Okay, so I'm just going to reassemble this, and then we have this bowl to catch the pulp and then this one to catch the juice right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the soft function because I'm going to be doing the apples and celery first, and I'm going to finish off with the carrots, which are on the hard setting. All right, nice. I'm just gonna keep feeding these through. Okay, so we finished the celery and the apples. I'm just going to pour this into a little cup so I can do the carrots separately. Okay, so I just have my celery apple juice right here in this separate cup. I just want to say this looks really nice. There's not a ton of foam on top and it is a nice consistency. So I'm just gonna go ahead and juice this carrot. I'm just gonna turn it on hard. Okay, you can see we just have a little bit of carrot juice. This is just from one little carrot, but it had no problems with that hard carrot, which makes me really happy. So you can see the pulp right here and the consistency of it. Okay, now that we've tested out this juicer, we're gonna go on to the next one. So this is model 3301, and something that I really think is interesting about this is that it has these new double slot feed chutes. So you can see you can push the food down right here while simultaneously feeding your fruits and vegetables in. Another nice thing about this one is this juice outlet switch, just so you can continue to have your juice rotating in here until you're ready to dispense it. That way it just doesn't have time to separate. I feel like the main thing that's key about this one is it does have this really nice slim design, so it can take up less countertop space and just be able to fit in to whatever situation you have in your kitchen. Another nice thing about this one is it does have a low decibel motor design, which significantly reduces the noise level, which is always nice. This also has a motor with a 4-year warranty, as well as a 2-year warranty on the other accessories, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this apart really quick so you can see some of the different pieces. So we have these two cups here. This is the juice cup and the pulp cup. You have this little safety feature so that you cannot remove this without pushing this red button. So I'm just going to push this up to the side there. And this is the little filter, just like that, as well as the auger, and then the main body right here. And all of these are dishwasher safe, which is going to make it really easy to clean. Okay, we're all ready to go make some juice. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm just gonna start with the softer fruits and vegetables and end with the carrot. Oh, that's really nice. It just feeds right in. So you can see I finished all of my apples and it has all of this apple juice just sitting right in here. And I really actually like that because that way it just doesn't have time to separate. So that's actually really nice. So I'm just gonna push this to the side so that it can dump into the cup now. Oh, that's really satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna go on to continue with the celery. I do like that you can feed this either way, whatever works best for the size of fruits and vegetables that you're juicing. Okay, so I'm just gonna close this. So we can see the apple and the celery juice right here. There's actually a lot less foam on this one, which is interesting. And the consistency again looks great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this carrot. Okay, didn't seem to have a problem with that carrot, which is a really great sign. We have the little carrot juice right down here, and we have the pulp right in here, as you can see. It is, honestly, it's pretty dry. I'm impressed. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the last juicer. Okay, lastly, we have this model 3101. And this also has that same innovative dual feed chute system going on here, where you can actually feed either this way or this way through either chute that works best. I love that you can continue to damper down your fruits and vegetables while continuously feeding them in, which is nice. Also, this one is the one with the 3-inch feed chute, which just allows you to put whole fruits and vegetables in there when that makes sense. This one also does have the juice outlet switch as well, just so you can continue to keep your juice in here as you're juicing, just to keep it from separating in your cup down here. This also does have 2 different speed options here. It does have the reverse function, which is great for unclogging it when it does get clogged up with something. It does have the soft and the hard setting, so this is gonna be slow and fast. And it's really nice, especially when you have a little bit softer fruits and vegetables. You can extract the most juice out of them that way instead of just having one speed. So I really like that. This one also has all of the extra attachments of this are dishwasher safe as well, which makes me really happy. That just makes the process a whole lot easier. The motor on this one does have a 4-year warranty, and all the accessories have a 2-year warranty, which is great also. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this apart really quick before we get to juicing it. We have both of these cups. We do have measurements here on this juice cup, and then we have the pulp cup. And this one does have a safety button right here, so you cannot remove this without pushing down on this safety button. So you can remove this. And we have the filter right here. And then we have this massive auger. And then we have just the body here itself. All right, we are all ready to go. I'm gonna start with the soft setting and do the celery and the apples, and then I'm going to do the hard setting for the carrots. Okay, I could have definitely left this apple just cut in half. I didn't even have to push them down, it just fed them through. I do like that you can feed your celery through either way, just depending on how large they're cut. Overall, I love that this can just handle such a larger quantity of fruits and vegetables. Like you can see, all 5 of those celery sticks and all 6 of those apple slices, the juice is just sitting in here and churning, ready to be dispensed. So I'm just gonna push this. Okay, nice. This basically just has such a larger capacity, so you don't have to dump out your pulp, you don't have to change your juice container, which is always a huge plus. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this and just try out these 2 carrots. Oh, I'm gonna turn on the hard setting. Okay, nice. So something that I do notice about this one is that you barely even need to use this damper here because it just self-feeds, which is really awesome. I feel like that is what this one is the best at compared to all of them. And honestly, with this large capacity, this, if you're juicing for your family, this is so perfect. Okay, I'm just going to put this celery juice, this celery and apple juice into the cup here so that I can release this carrot juice. I just, personal preference, like to keep them separate. Okay, this is the celery apple juice from this juicer. And you can see it does not have a lot of foam on top. And it does look like it has really nice consistency. So let me just taste this one. Nice. And lastly, you can just see the consistency of the pulp from this last juicer here. Okay, now that we have finished testing all 3 of these Sifene juicers, I will say I was impressed by all 3 of them. I feel like they are all good options. I will say that this one is definitely the highest capacity juicer if you're juicing every day, if you're juicing in large quantities, if you're juicing for your family. I feel like this is an awesome option for you, especially with this 3-inch chute size here. I do feel like this is a really good option if you have a lot smaller space, like in a smaller apartment or a dorm. I feel like this is a perfect option for that. And I love that this one was so quiet, which is a huge plus in itself. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description down below to all 3 of these different juicers so you can pick the one that most fits your lifestyle. If you got value out of this video, please give this video a thumbs up and follow us for more. Thanks for watching, bye.